So number one, foods prohibited, forbidden as extension to Torah prohibition. So let's say, Chazal is our sages. Chazal extended the Torah prohibition to many foods to include foods not covered by the Torah law itself. For example, so one more time, Chazal extended the Torah prohibition to many foods to include foods not covered by the Torah law itself. So meaning it does not say explicitly in Sefer Torah and Torah scroll that you're not allowed to eat this food. What are the examples? A. Torah prohibits basar v'chalav, included only meat and milk of behema, techora, kosher domestic animal. For example, cow, sheep, and goat. Okay, so that's biblical. So biblical, it says that you're not allowed to cook goat in his mother's milk. So goat is a big animal, behema, right? Techora, it's spiritually pure. So all of these domestic animals in the milk of the domestic animals, right? Chazal extended the prohibition to include meat and milk from chaya, the non-domestic animals, for example, deer, and from the fowl. Okay, so Torah prohibition on not eating milk and meat together, right, was only the domesticated animals, right, meat of domesticated animals and milk of domesticated animals. But Chazal, our sages, they went, so it's a bit biblical, so they went further, and they say even the milk of meat and milk of non-domesticated animals, like a deer. So we said all together 10 kosher animals that we allowed to eat, and I think how many, like four or three cow, sheep, and goat. That's it. Only three. So seven looks like seven wild animals. So wild animals were not included in this Torah prohibition. So that's rabbinical. So technically, by biblical law, we are allowed to eat cheeseburger from the deer and the milk of the deer. There is no problem. Or even, I think, deer and maybe the cow's milk. Okay, so, but our rabbi said absolutely not, because, as we said, one is going to bring the another. Me, personally, if you ask me what part of what kind of meat, I would never tell. So I think most of the people like that. Okay. So they forbade milk and meat from wild animals, kosher wild animals, plus birds. So you're not allowed eat chicken with cheese, right, or in milk, right, in milk. But technically, it's only rabbinic. So according to the Torah, Torah law, chicken is a paref. It's not meat. Chicken is not meat. But our rabbis, great rabbis, and their wisdom, they say, look, I mean, when it's cooked, and especially when it's in the stew, or for example, you have chicken and rice and other vegetables, and chicken is like a chicken or beef, or like it's cut in small pieces. So, I mean, most of the people, there's some sauce in there, most of the people would not tell the difference. Most of the people. So then rabbis in their great wisdom said, okay, that's you know what? Even chicken and other kosher birds are forbidden to eat with milk. Of course, right? How we can? So this verse does not apply to chicken. So do not cook like baby in its mother milk. There is no chicken milk, right? So okay, so it's all rabbinical. But for us, rabbinical, it's. This is prohibited and this is prohibited. So technically there is no difference. So next example, B. I'm not sure if it's those examples or... those examples. Okay. So B. Chazal broadened the prohibition of Gid Hanasheh to include parts of the nerve and the fats surrounding it that are not included in Torah prohibition. So even though it says it says sciatic nerve, right? So Torah says do not say it's sciatic nerve. So it's not that long, but our sages, they say, okay, we're going to go like all the way, all of this nerve that continues all the way, and all of these the different branches, and plus just in case all of the fat on these branches maybe it's inside of the fat, it's covered by the fat. We don't need all of these things. So that's why when they cut Git Hanasheh, who know how to cut, in some Jewish community they know how to cut. So they go by this rabbinic, not by biblical, but rabbinic, and they cut together with the fat. Okay, so C. The Torah prohibits kilei hakerem, prohibition kilei hakerem. So we said these vegetables in what is it, or grains in a vineyard, applies only to produce of Eretz Israel. Chazal, however, extended prohibition to other lands as well. So biblically, it's only in Eretz Israel, but Chazal said don't do it anywhere else. So logically, it's my personal explanation. So when we're going to go soon to land of Israel, Beezrat HaShem, may it's happen speedily in our days, so people would know what to do, right? So it like not to sow this this grain in a vineyard would be like normal for us, right? That's what we used to do in exiles, right?